I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face, like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, the fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
convicts. Stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs? I wasn't running away, I was retreating. I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there.
Facilities around the harbor one
And I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation, but they don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Mark 2. Doing well and you started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah!
15 blocked.
Another one popped. Take this.
Burn, bitches!
Are you guys all nuts? I thought at least one of you was dead. This beat getting stuck at the penal base.
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses, then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy. It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Stuck on me.
On my target.
Thanks for saving me the trouble.
Missile in the air! Heads up!
Spare 15, launching missile. AA gun down.
Trigger, here's a quietly swapping away.
3 minutes
You're the
remaining.
only sane one here.
My uncle's right. We're no proper military.
Spare 15, mark it
Now
all.
act halfway. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time. Get the ships out of here before they're blown up!
Vehicle down.
Somebody help! People are trapped inside! Enemy got away.
Hostile has a lock. Need help.
Spare 15, launching missile. 2 minutes
Look
remaining.
at that oil. Burn up the sea.
The oil tank! Shit! There's no way we can extinguish it! Bandit in my sight! Locked on!
Spare 15, locked.
Trigger eliminated the target.
Firing railgun.
My first time attack. I can see them all now.
Their target is just fish food now. One bandit back. Hey, Trigger. Why do you think this stupid war keeps dragging on?
Here he goes.
It's all because countries exist. Shouting that and throwing a rock is what got me in here.
Well, you have free meals and a warm bed. You should thank our good citizens. Dust Cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary.
Enemy has a lock.
30 seconds
Can't put
remaining.
the fire out! Get back! Attack ain't too strong! Lock two.
15 locked.
Nickel.
Missile evaded. Spare 15 launching missile.
Nickel.
I'm in position. He's mine.
Looking good.
I'll take jobs like this any day.
Megastorm Nessa 2 is about to arrive.
Right. Bring out the trucks. Make sure their routes are split. Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burn down everything that turns up.
Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, if you think that's for the best. Got one on radar. Moving. They don't run out of gas, right?
They've got trailers full of fuel.
Trucks don't run on jet fuel. I heard diesel engines can.
Quit yapping and hunt down your targets. Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger.
Can't see the highway unless you get way down.
Bastards picked a hell of a place to hide.
Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you go chew on a bone? They pave desert highways nicely, you know? People drive fast to avoid bandits in the desert.
The truck just vanished into the dust.
Chase it down, dimwit. Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves. Spare squadron, a new enemy is approaching. Bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers. Tanker confirmed eliminated.
You can't run from us.
Keep going. Burn it all.
There's a lot of people stayed behind than I thought. Stick with Trigger and you'll make it. That's how I'm still alive.
Nickel.
Locked on target.
Nickel.
Trigger took down a UAV.
That dumbass is at it again. Now's our chance to retreat.
Have you forgotten what happens to deserters? I'll send you out to dig up landmine with your bare hands.
I'm sticking around. You know why that political offender jackass is still alive, don't you?
Trigger?
Better chance of losing with him.
Trigger trashed the target.
Woo! Trigger again? It's really burning. That was some primo jet fuel.
Nah, jet fuel doesn't ignite that easily. That was standard gasoline.
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gums?
They shot at! What is this bullshit?
Nickel.
Missile inbound! Evade!
Spare 15, watch your tail.
Nickel.
Play along, Trigger.
Nickel. Nickel.
Locked.
Allied aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full man.
We gotta get those UAVs.
Star warning.
Mission's become way too dangerous. Damn town for dragging us into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone saying all targets have been taken down.
Weapon system's acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away. And he is who drew the drones here. Say what you want. Have fun with your new friends.
Target confirmed near full band. Dig around.
How can we be expected to deal with the surface and the air at the same time? Trigger, hurry up and take care of the enemy.
5 minutes remaining. Missile launched. You can't stick around forever. Find those targets. Spare 15, target destroyed.
One more truck down. Drop them all. Where are the tankers?
Hostile has a lock. Spare 15, missile. Target is down. Well done.
Uncovered another one.
That's a lot of fuel up in smoke. But there could be more hiding somewhere.
We can't attack the surface when our lives are on the line. Trigger splash to 5th Bandit. He might get them all. I ain't losing to no drone.
Missile.
Got a target on radar. Trigger, it's near your position.
That cheers me up. Not that I give a rat's ass. You sound like you know something. I don't just give intel away for free.
Never turn your back on the enemy.
Understood. HQ sent a message. That was the last one. All aircraft, return to base. Burning up all those tankers will starve their drones for a while.
I'm still alive.
Stick with Trigger and you'll make it. Worked like a charm.
If you think that's all you need to survive, you might as well get your last rites now.
Exactly, that was all dumb luck. Wait, you were in earshot, Count?
Must have been straining to hear from high altitude.
Seems you've learned nothing in the sky, Count.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's anything I can learn from Trigger.
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. So it looks like we're getting attention from above. If any credit is due, it should come. It seems headquarters is starting to view some of you in the penal unit as a valid military force. Or at least that's what the rumors are saying. But that's bullshit. The only reason you're here is to atone for your crimes by carrying out missions.
Well, you sit on your ass and get medals.
You, solitary, now. Okay, on to the briefing. In this mission, you're going into Erusian territory. We know the Erusian Forces communications facility to the north in the Waiapolo Mountains is linked to the swarm of drones. Your mission is critical. You will destroy the facility and then weaken those drones. As it's important, the enemy won't go down without a fight. The area is watched over by spy satellites. If discovered, expect AA missiles. Unless you have a death wish, you must use the clouds for cover around the sides and base of the mountains. Use the clouds to hide from their satellites, and you just might have a chance to shake off their missiles. If you do find a missile on your tail, head to the clouds and pray. Let the missile kill you or crash into the rocks. That much freedom I will give.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now. The enemy is watching from above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles. Even you lot should understand that.
Talk about an enclosed space.
What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemies are attacking! Enemy aircraft are heading this way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missiles.
What if the radar isn't under a cloud?
Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life.
I thought you'd say that.
Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles.
Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs.
Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Who knows? Only one way to find out. Spare 15 has entered the clouds.
You're best shaking off missiles by going into the clouds. The enemy is packing a lot of anti-air weaponry. I know. I can't focus on attacking like this.
Spare 15 locked on. Target destroyed.
They don't have anywhere to run. Take them off!
Close it up! Confirmed kill on AA gun. Railgun fired.
I almost got hit by AA fire.
Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation.
They sure are making things easy for us. Damn it, they're making us do something, but just what? It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. What we're doing is exactly like running through a minefield blind.
Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your job right.
Got in using a trick any amateur can think of. Picked up a bunch of intel.
Full band, that's your second strike. There won't be a third. You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds. Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there.
I'm spiked. I'll shake him. Stay sharp in those clouds. I'm starting to feel guilty about leaving everything to Trigger.
In that case, use yourself as a decoy for the surface-to-air missiles.
Shit.
Spare 15 locked on. Target destroyed. No, you're using them to fight.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Bandit in my sights.
Target destroyed. 2 to go.
I got my hands on a password, and after some digging around, I found a bunch of stuff.
I'm not sure you understand what you're saying, Spare 6.
I'll let you in on it when we're home, Bandog. In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Missile.
I
Missile.
think you might be right.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Here comes the anti-air missile.
Missile. Caution.
They have me spiked.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Locked on. This one is mine.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Hide in the clouds, Spare 15.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Spare 15 launching missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile.
They got Spare 15. The enemy is watching from above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles. Even you lot should understand that.
Talk about an enclosed space.
What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemies are attacking! Enemy aircraft are heading this way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missiles.
Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles.
Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs.
Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Who knows? Only one way to find out.
The enemy is packing a lot of anti-air weaponry. I know! I can't focus on attacking like this.
Bring them down with the anti-air guns. What happened with the missile?
I'm locked on.
damn cloud gonna move?
What if the radar isn't under a cloud?
Missile.
Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life.
I thought you'd say that.
Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation.
They sure aren't making things easy for us. Damn it, they're making us do something, but just what? It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. What we're doing is exactly like running through a minefield blind.
Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your job right.
Got in using a trick any amateur could think of. Picked up a bunch of intel.
Full man, that's your second strike. There won't be a third.
I almost got hit by AA fire. Attack didn't connect.
You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds.
Missile.
Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Firing railgun. Target destroyed. 2 to go.
Missile.
I got my hands on a password, and after some digging around, I found a bunch of stuff.
I'm not sure you understand what you're saying, Spare 6.
I'll let you in on it when we're home, Bandog. In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Missile. Missile.
I think you might be right.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile. Don't ice up in there.
Caution. Pull up.
I'm starting to feel guilty about leaving everything to Trigger.
In that case, use yourself as a decoy for the surface-to-air missiles.
Shit!
Missile.
Spare 15, missile incoming.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
So we're using the clouds to escape.
No, you're using them to fight. Spare 15.
Shaking off missiles when going into the
Radar
clouds.
site destroyed. Show the last one the same hospitality.
Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Here comes the anti-air missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile. 15, evade.
Missile. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Locked on, bandit.
Missile.
Spare 15, missile incoming.
Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull
Spare
up.
15 has entered the clouds.
Caution. Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile. Missile. Caution.
Don't ice up in there.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15, evade.
Missile.
They don't have anywhere to run.
Missile.
Pick them off!
Missile.
Triggers down!
The enemy is watching from above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles. Even you lot should understand that.
Talk about an enclosed space.
What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemies are attacking! Enemy aircraft are heading this way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missile.
Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles.
Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs.
Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Who knows? Only one way to find out.
Bandits in the clouds! If we keep our distance, they'll eventually fall out of the sky.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds. Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there.
I'm starting to feel guilty about leaving everything to Trigger.
In that case, use yourself as a decoy for the surface-to-air missiles.
Shit! What if the radar isn't under a cloud?
Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life.
I thought you'd say that.
Missile.
Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation.
They sure aren't making things easy for us. Damn it, they're making us do something, but just what? It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. What we're doing is exactly like running through a minefield blind.
Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your job right.
Got in using a trick any amateur could think of. Picked up a bunch of intel.
Full band, that's your second strike. There won't be a third. No, you're using them to fight.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Where did that come from? Bandit in my sights.
Caution. Pull up.
When is that damn cloud gonna move?
Caution. Pull up.
I got my hands on a password, and after some digging around, I found a bunch of stuff.
I'm not sure you understand what you're saying, Spare 6.
I'll let you in on it when we're home, Bandog. In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
I think you might be right.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Hide in the clouds, Spare 15.
Missile. Missile.
The enemy is packing a lot of anti-air weaponry. I know. I can't focus on attacking like this.
Caution. 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 Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
I almost got hit by AA fire.
Caution. Pull up.
You're inside the clouds.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15. Evade.
Caution. Pull up.
They use the clouds to slip in undetected.
Caution. Pull up.
Watch out for ice while you're in there.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile.
Spare 15. Missile incoming.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
You're best shaking off missiles by going into the clouds.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Caution.
Clouds are
Pull up.
blocking a satellite.
Don't ice up in there.
Missile.
Missile. Evade.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile.
Radar site destroyed. Show the last one the same hospitality.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
Stay sharp in those clouds.
Caution.
Watch out for ice
Pull up.
while you're in there.
Caution. Missile.
Into the clouds. Missile.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Hide in the clouds, Spare 15.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Target destroyed.
Caution. Missile.
Railgun fired.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
nice up in there.
Missile.
Here comes the anti-air missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Trigger is down. Watching from above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hitting. That means no missiles. Even you should understand that.
Talk about an enclosed space.
What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemy start attacking! Enemy aircraft are heading this way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missiles.
Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles.
Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs.
Clouds are blocking the
Their
satellite.
missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Who knows? Only one way to find out. Enemy in gun range.
They use the clouds to slip in undetected. Bandits in the clouds! If we keep our distance, they'll eventually fall out of the sky. The enemy's got a lock!
I'm starting to feel guilty about leaving everything to trigger.
In that case, use yourself as a decoy for the surface-to-air missiles.
Shit!
Caution. Caution.
Best shaking off missiles before we lose clouds.
plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds.
Missile.
Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there.
The enemy is packing a lot of anti-air weaponry. I know. I can't focus on attacking like this.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Stall warning. Caution. Pull up.
When is that damn cloud gonna move?
Target destroyed.
Caution.
Spare 15 locked.
Caution. Caution.
I almost got hit by AA fire.
Caution. Caution. Caution.
Locked on bandit.
Watch out for ice while you're in there.
Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15, evade.
Missile.
What if the radar isn't under a cloud?
Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life.
Trigger really screwed the pooch.